Hi everyone, welcome. So excited for you to be on our One Simple Change presentation. This information is what I learned 21 years ago and continue to be excited about even now. And I love new person passion, which we just heard from with Renee. She's new and she was just talking to us about how she's in the medical field and that it excites her to be on the other side on wellness instead of treatment. So anyway, we have a great presentation that you're going to learn what we know and in an encapsulated way. And so I'm going to turn it over to Gabby, who is the new person that we are having present tonight because she's so excited about what she's learning. And what a great age to learn this. It wasn't until I was older that I learned it. So happy to have you doing this, Gabby. Go ahead.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. And also, if you're watching the recording, really thank yourselves for taking just one step of many that you're taking for better health. What we all have in common is that we know we want to live our best quality of life, which means we need to do things for ourselves to be healthy. Your health doesn't get better by chance, it gets better with change. So I'm a part of a community. The person who invited you here tonight is part of a community of like-minded individuals who are just making one simple change at a time for optimal health. Oh, I gotta share my screen, sorry. 2 seconds. Okay. All right. So I have joined this Juice Plus community because their goal is just to inspire healthy living, and I love that. Um, so let's learn how making one simple change can make that world of difference. So we do have to start with some negatives. We are unhealthy. These statistics here are very eye-opening. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and obesity are all a part of our society today. Our children are actually more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. So there are two factors that have to do with that. One is that our environmental toxins are increasing. So things that our bodies are going through on a day-to-day basis that we might not even realize. Things like pollution, things that are in the air that our body has to filter through, and toxins that we need to filter through. The second being that food quality is decreasing. So more than 50% of what Americans eat is processed. Things that are being done to our food, maybe to make it look better, last longer on the shelves, but really that are actually doing more harm than good. So what do we ourselves need to do to ensure better health and to be healthier? Exercise, that is so important. You got to get your body moving, your heart pumping. Think about how you feel after you exercise. I know I have tons more energy still. I want to come home and clean. Sleep, you need 7 to 8 hours on average. You do a lot with your day. So it's important to take that time at night to rest your mind and your body and recharge for your next day. Managing stress. A lot of us don't realize that stress has a lot to do, and actually can impact your health in ways that we might not even know, things that negatively affect you. So let's really quick put in the chat what you like to do to manage that stress. I know I like to do things that just make me happy and make me feel better. I like watching the sunset, the sunrise. So let's hear a couple things from you real quick, and I'll just keep on going. So water. Our body is made up mostly of water. So it's important to keep hydrating it and flush out those toxins. Using safer products, it's important to know how to read labels, know what's harmful and what's not in your skincare, your hair care, and your household products, cleaning products. And then eat real food. This is a big one. So your body has this natural way of healing and functioning, healing itself and functioning. So we have to give it the proper nutrients to be able to do that at its best. And that's whole food nutrition, fruits and vegetables. So let's focus in on those fruits and vegetables. Experts agree that most diseases are preventable with good nutrition. We know this, guys. We're all told that fruits and vegetables are good for us. It's just so important for us to understand why and what getting a wide variety of them could really do for your health. So I know you just did something in the chat, but I wanted to ask one more question from you. What do you think is the amount of servings of fruits and vegetables you need every single day? What do you think the recommended amount is? Let's see some what you guys are thinking. Get your brains moving. All right, good. So guys, we need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And what's even crazier is this is a minimum number. So 7 is a small child, 13 a male who exercises. Athletes need even more. That's just a minimum. We need a lot of nutrients to keep our bodies going the way we want it to and being healthy. That's crazy. And that's think about where you fall in that range. Half of your plate, not just broccoli, not just carrots. You need the whole rainbow, half of your plate, that many times a day for optimal health. And why do we need so many? So when produce is picked before it's fully ripe, which is what happens, it doesn't have all of its nutrition fully intact. It's not fully developed yet, and it's transported thousands of miles. So I know, well, sorry, one more thing. So like in the store, your broccoli could actually lose about 50 to 80% of its key nutrients. We really do need to be spending more time in the produce section. I know I was not. I know I was not getting that many fruits and vegetables. It's crazy because I don't even think I knew these numbers at all, and my eyes weren't really open to it until I was shown. And I'm learning so much about the power of fruits and vegetables. And I did want to hand it over to Sharon for a little bit for you to hear from her. I've been learning so much from her.
Hi, guys. Well, yeah, this is what surprised me 21 years ago when I started to learn about fruits and vegetables. And I'm going to share like three different things about fruits and vegetables that are really good for you to know. But one of them is how many fruits and vegetables, and the fact that you really want to have raw if you can. Only some of them, like tomatoes, are better for you if they're cooked. And then you want to have a wide variety, and you want to have vine ripened if you can, because a lot of times, the nutrients come in at the end of ripening. So it's really important that we eat as many as we can, get that whole rainbow. But one thing that I had no idea about was every day that you don't have enough fruits and vegetables in your body, it's like standing in front of an x-ray machine. That's how much damage there is to your cells. And so they call those free radicals. They hit on your good cells 10,000 oxidative hits a day. And that's what causes aging and disease over time. So like little nicks all the time. So what fruits and vegetables do is they come in, and if you have the same amount as your oxidative stress, they combat that oxidative stress and they neutralize those free radicals and protect your cells. We're all here today because we have healthier cells than not healthy cells. So we want to keep those cells healthy, and that's where fruits and vegetables come in. They protect. So we do it kind of automatically when we cut an apple and we want to send it like for later to be good. We put lemon on it. That's the antioxidant that slows that aging process or oxidative stress to the apple. Pretty cool. That's kind of what's happening in our body too. So we need that many fruits and vegetables every day to combat all the things that we're doing to our bodies every day, and just regular metabolic, processing, really. And the second thing that I love to make sure people understand, because I never knew. My grandmother handed me a vitamin, like vitamin C, and I thought, okay, vitamins come from bottles, right? Well, vitamins actually come from fruits and vegetables, and there's only been 30 that have ever been isolated and discovered. Actually 13, but when they add minerals, there's 30 in a multivitamin supplement. In an apple itself, there's 10,000. So if you look at I think there's a little picture. If you look at the label on the left, that's typically what you would get in a vitamin supplement. But in an apple, this one picture is one of 25 pages of nutrients that you get from the apple, which includes vitamins and minerals, things like that. But when you're comparing, you can't really compare vitamins to whole food. You're getting so much more with the whole food, and it's not mega dosed. It's small amounts working in synergy with all those other little elements that are not replicated in that multivitamin, and you're missing out on. So you're missing out on at least 9,000, per fruits and vegetable So better to have the fruit or vegetable or to juice, or we're going to tell you about Juice Plus, which is another option. So many years ago, Time Magazine says the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they're so good they could save your life. And so a lot of people turn to juicing to get all those fruits and vegetables. You know, when they talk about how many fruits and vegetables and they say 9 to 13, that's a minimum still for normal or even mediocre health. For me, I want to have optimal health. I'm not a perfect eater. I don't want you to get me wrong, but we have to protect ourselves, but also we want to have optimal health. So we want to eat as many fruits and vegetables as possible. Don't go for the minimum. Think, I need to flood my body with fruits and vegetables. I need to have blueberries or kale or kiwi or whatever, even if I don't want it, even if I'm not hungry for it, and I'd rather have that chocolate cake. These are things I have to tell myself. Anyway, this is the American Cancer Society poster showing you that that's what they recommend for helping to reduce your risk of cancer. Same with any other disease. You look up any other disease, it's going to say eat more fruits and vegetables. So it's really, really important. So that's where Juice Plus comes in. And I was introduced to this by my friend, and she always knew more about everything than me. So I was listening. I'm like, oh, tell me about this. And she's like, it's got all your vitamins, minerals, and everything you need, and it's Jetsons come to life. I'm like, okay, sign me up. So I knew nothing. I just started taking it. And I had always thought that the bumps on the backs of my arms, the tops of my legs, I thought that was just something I was going to have to deal with forever, which doctors and dermatologists knew nothing about what to, like, they gave me stuff, but it didn't work. It's really the nutrition. So I started to get the concentrated nutrition. Those bumps went away. My skin problems went away. My allergies went away, and my immune system got better. And so I was able to just include this in my diet and even take it as a prenatal for my last two children, and even had a child at age 40. So Juice Plus is pulverized nutrition, where you also get the leaves, the skins, and the peels if they're good for you. And they don't juice it, but they pulverize it and they dry it into powders at low temperatures to preserve that nutrition. They put it into capsules or delicious chewables. Our chewables are so popular right now that we're actually having a back order. People love the chewables. They're like gummies. And then we have an omega, which I think Gabby's going to tell you about. Anyway, we take all four blends actually. And it's really something that even during this move that we've been super stressed and working all day and night, it's really helpful. I just pop them all the time. So over to you, Gabby.
Yes, of course. I love those capsules as well. They're like candy to me. um, Another product that Juice Plus has that I've loved is the Complete Shake. It's a vegan shake made with non-GMO ingredients, gluten and dairy free, 13 grams of awesome plant protein, really great fiber. It's great. That's good for your digestion. It's low glycemic, which stabilizes your blood sugar. I've started my day with this every morning for a while, and it's been such a great thing to add into my diet. It just puts that much more nutrients into your body. I think it's really great to start with it in liquid form too, just because it's a good start from your gut in the morning after that night's sleep and not eating food for so long. So that's what I like about it. They taste great. It's chocolate and vanilla powders. I've been making these energy balls, and my fiance and I eat them like we can't even keep our hands off of them. So I really like the complete shakes. The omegas, what Sharon was mentioning, have become one of my favorite products. When you think about omegas, what do you think about? Fish, right? Well, what a lot of people don't know is that the fish get their omegas from the algae, straight to the plants. So it's 100% plant based, pure and sustainable, full spectrum omegas, cold pressed, and it's vegan capsules. These are really great for your heart, your brain, joints, skin, and eyes. For me, it's been really good for my skin. I use it on my face for a little moisturizer. The darkness around my scars of my skin have been clearing up, so that looks good. And then another thing that I've been noticing recently is because over time it helps you out with more things. You start noticing more. When I've been getting a lot of sun lately, and my skin isn't dry and peely after I get a lot of sun. So, um, another story I wanted to talk about was my dad's girlfriend. she was taking the capsules with us, was not doing the omega capsules, and was already telling me that she had psoriasis. It was a little bit kind of going away. So I had a conversation about these omegas because I know that they're really good for skin, and I thought maybe this could help her. Once she added that to her diet, her psoriasis is almost completely gone. So the omegas have been one of my favorites. Now, what the heck does Juice Plus do for you? Juice Plus is a bridge. It bridges that gap between what you might eat and what you should eat. So I love these foods on the left. I love my pizza, especially in our society. It's very hard to get away from it. I'm the kind of person who will order a salad and get a side of French fries. And now that I have my Juice Plus, I feel okay about that. But I also liked these foods on the right, but I didn't love them as much as I do now. So I wanted to share a little bit my story. So 7 months ago, I kind of took a look at my health, and I was like, I need to do something else to what I'm already eating now. So I bought beet powder and I started adding that to my water and drinking that. And then right around that time, I was introduced to Juice Plus, and it just made sense. I actually think I was watching a similar presentation to what you are now, and it clicked. A light bulb went off, right? Um, so just 5 days after I was taking Juice Plus, my craving started to turn more to these foods on the right. I was eating slices of oranges and apples and peanut butter as my snack. I was adding more of these fruits and vegetables into my dinners. I never ate oranges before. I actually didn't even want to go anywhere near them, but I'm eating them now more. In addition to my cravings, I started noticing my inflammation was going down. My ankles weren't as inflamed, and my wrists, and that was just a little something. Hydration, I've been drinking a lot more water, which has been keeping my skin so nice and soft and not, I'm not ashing as much. My energy has been through the roof. I can do like longer and stronger workouts now. I'm feeling more confident and just feeling overall better. So I never was extremely unhealthy, which I'm very fortunate of. And I know I'm young, but I 100% feel the best I have ever felt. And I know this is attributed to the Juice Plus. I don't know where I would be without it. And I'm so fortunate to have said yes this early in life to set me up for my future. But guys, it's never too late to say yes to you. My family actually said yes. I have a couple of family members that are receiving Juice Plus for free. And I love that about this company because it really does start with our children. They have a program called Healthy Starts for Families, where children ages 4 through 18, along with full time college students, receive Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years, as long as they have a paying adult sponsor. This is some of the things that parents were reporting in some of the research. Missing fewer days of school, fewer over the counter and prescription drugs, which is awesome, drinking more water, visiting the doctor less, consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and eating more fruits and vegetables. I wish I had this as a kid because I did not I did not eat like that. I'm in a community right now with some parents that are saying my kids are asking for broccoli. They're eating salads. I'm like, I never did that, you know? So I love that program that they have for kids. It really does start with our children and setting them up for their best health in the future. And Juice Plus is unique. It's a food, it's not a multivitamin like Sharon was talking about earlier. It's got that food nutrition label. It's non-GMO ingredients, vegan, kosher, and dairy and gluten-free. Just an all-around awesome product line. And these last two were really what grabbed me. So it's an NSF certified, which is a third-party validation, so that you know that what's on your label is in your bottle, and what's in your bottle is on your label. There are no banned substances, no herbicides, no pesticides. And then NSF, they also have one for the sports certified capsules if there's a professional athlete that needs to have that extra testing. And then this one, guys, blows my mind every time. It's the most researched brand name nutritional product in the world. There are over 35 plus peer reviewed published clinical research studies with the gold standard method. So this is a list of universities and hospitals where they've done studies that's a randomized, double blind, placebo controlled, tested on the product itself, human clinical trials, and published in peer reviewed journals. That was just crazy to me. There's so many that they're doing research and it's proving that it works. And that's what's been attracting so many doctors as well to do even more research, because of what they have found in all of these studies. cardiovascular wellness, helps with the inflammatory response, quality of life, supports healthy lung function, healthy skin and gums. Actually, with this one, I have another really awesome story about my mom. She I introduced Juice Plus to her. I don't think she really listened to what I was trying to tell her about everything. She kind of just did it just to support me. And I found out later on that she had this weird sore on her mouth in between her teeth. It was there for like 2 years. She's been battling with it. Went to the doctor. They're like, oh, it's just stress. Here's a steroid. She's like, I'm not going to take a steroid. So went to the dentist and they said, oh, it's just stress. Your tongue's bothering it in the middle of the night. Here's a mouth guard. So she's been wearing a mouth guard for this long, just kind of dealing with it, right? Well, 5 days after she was taking Juice Plus, she calls me and she goes, Gabrielle, my sore is going away. I didn't change anything but Juice Plus. What did you give me? Like this? And today it's completely gone. She doesn't have to wear her mouth guard anymore. So I love that. And it's another what okay, the reason for that is that the fruits and vegetables are absorbed by your body. Your body knows what to do with that, and they prove that it's bioavailable. And this quote right here from Dr. Richard Dubois gives me goosebumps every time. There is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. That's wild. There's nothing else like it out there. And I also wanted to call on Doug. He's Sharon's wife and is actually the person who thankfully introduced me to Juice Plus. And I've been learning so much from him. So I'd love for you to.
Thank you so much. I just want to clarify, I'm not Sharon's wife, I'm Sharon's husband.
Crap! Sorry.
Thanks, Gabby. That'll be good for later.
That was a good one.
That'll be a good outtake. Hey, go to that next slide.
Yeah.
And yes, so obviously Juice Plus is amazing. Great things happen when you put awesome nutrition in your body. It's kind of a no-brainer. I've heard it said, what don't you understand? The fruits, the vegetables, or the capsules? It's pretty simple stuff, right? But going kind of next level, our company has introduced a product to the marketplace that was developed by a guy named Dr. Tim Blank. He was actually the head horticulturalist at the Epcot Center at Walt Disney World, Orlando. And if you've ever been there and gone on the land exhibit there, you ride a little boat and you see all these things growing hydroponically and different methods of growing that they were experimenting with. Well, he developed a home version of this, and it's called the Tower Garden. And it is awesome. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take over the share real quick just and show you guys a picture, because this is Sharon, who you've heard from. This is our Tower Garden at home, at our previous home. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like growing lettuce like this. Imagine going outside and just picking off some leaves, cutting them up, and making yourself a salad. And that's what we do. There's some of my lettuce there with our dog, wondering if he's going to get a bite. So it's amazing how it grows. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's great. The horticulturalist can do it. Doug, you must be some kind of super farmer or something. Gabby, if you could share that screen back, that would be good. But no, I used to try to grow tomatoes and stuff in the ground, and I would have a little bit of success with tomatoes, but all my peppers would die. Usually the bugs would eat everything, and it was an absolute nightmare. So we are finding average people are having incredible success growing with the Tower Garden, and it uses 90% less water. Gabby, can you throw that slide back up for me?
Oh, yeah. This one?
It grows quicker. It has more nutrition. Now, think about this. Even if you go, like Natalie was just before we got on, we saw she was over at Trader Joe's. What if you're at a Trader Joe's and you're buying some organic lettuce? That lettuce has still been around. I'm not seeing the share yet, Gabby.
Oh, which one?
Just your slideshow. But that lettuce has been picked, days, possibly weeks ago. So they pick it before it's really ripe, so that it'll make it to you. It's on a boat or it's on a truck and things like that. We literally get to pick our stuff and put it right into the salad immediately. Okay, so you get more yield, it grows faster, it's safe and nutritious. I got really excited about growing it when COVID hit and we would go to the grocery store and there was no lettuce. It's like, what the heck? Or how many times do you hear about like the recalls on romaine because there's there's problems with it. Well, you know why that happens. I mean, you've never seen in a field, there's not toilets out in the fields, right? So you do the math, figure out what the workers are doing out there. But it's amazing. There's two versions. The one on the left is the home version, and the one on the right is the flex version. And it's just another way that we want to inspire you to do to make your life more healthy by having more nutrition. Let's go to the next slide. So, what about Juice Plus? Another thing I love about it is it's so affordable. Okay, I mean, people, if you're already a supplement taker, you know that supplements can add up to a lot of money, and half the time you don't even know if they're working. Remember what Gabby was talking about with the published research that's double-blind, placebo-controlled, peer-reviewed. You know Juice Plus is working. The other stuff out there, I challenge you to try to ask them if there's actually research on the product. Even when Sharon was pregnant and she was asking the doctor, well, can I see the research on this multivitamin you're wanting me to take? They're like, he said, I don't know, call the company. So she calls the company and they're like, no, we don't have any research. It's like, well, why would I take this and trust my growing fetus inside me to this? So Juice Plus, though, for the trio, it's $75 a month. That's only $2.50 a day. I just took my two kids to Starbucks today, and you hit like $5 a drink, no problem. And people have no problem, shelling out money for things like that. But something like this, it's like making an investment in not only just into you, it's like building a better body. It's like buying a better body. That's what Sharon likes to say. The other cool thing about it is that kids age 4 to 18 get Juice Plus free when they participate in the Healthy Starts program. All you got to do is fill out a survey in the beginning and a survey, like 4 years later saying what the results were. Okay, and you're going to find that the kids are missing less school, less doctor visits, all the stuff we're saying about Juice Plus. So what about the complete? $2.33 a serving. I wrote in the chat, I used to go out for a bagel every morning and a coffee, and I would spend way more than that. But I was killing myself by just eating carbs. I was hungry again by 10 or 11, and I'd have to eat another bagel or something. With the complete, it keeps you satisfied, and it's the best possible meal you could eat. It's amazing. Then when it comes to the omegas, only $1 a day. Okay, so think about it. Invest in yourself. Think about what you spend your money on. People will always find money for the things they think are important. What we need to do, the reason why we do these webinars is because we want you to value yourself. We want you to consider yourself important and start investing in your health. Let's go to the next slide. So another thing that we offer you as part of the Juice Plus community, and by the way, you're welcome to join our community even if you didn't order Juice Plus. We have a customer group that you can be in it if you want. But the person that invited you to see this, look at all these resources we have. We have cookbooks. We give you personalized support when you're a Juice Plus customer. We have live health events like this. There's doctors that do lectures that teach about different subjects. We have our online accountability groups. Every once in a while, we do things like a thing called the Shred. You'll see on there's a Shred guide. There's a Shred 10 cookbook. There's a cooking guide for the Shred. It's not about losing 10 pounds, the Shred 10. It's about 10 days, like going really hardcore with your nutrition. And it's amazing what happens. So we have ebooks, webinars, and even more. So we're just super excited that you're learning this stuff with you. And I'm glad I had the opportunity to speak. Thanks, Gabby.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you speaking. So good nutrition equals results. And this is with anything, guys, but what you put into something is what you're going to get out. And this really is a gift, what we have here. It makes me so happy to be able to share this with all of you. This type of education and knowledge is not exclusive. I have made it a purpose to pass this on to everyone that I can, because if it fills my heart to be able to personally grow and help others realize that they can be in charge of their own health. We can be healthy and happy if we just say yes to learning how. So that really is so special, and the gift that I want to keep giving. So I just wanted to share that if you loved what you heard tonight, or maybe your mind was going to all the people in your life who you think would benefit and you can share it with, we invite you to actually join our mission. It truly is a gift that you could be giving just as you're receiving. So we do encourage you all to get back with the person who invited you tonight, ask them questions, and tell them what you're excited about. Tell them what you thought. They had you here really for a reason. So now I just want to open it up for any questions or comments. I'd love to see your faces. What are we thinking? Sharon, do you have anything you want to say?
Hi, yeah. Oh, I just wanted to say, and I said it in the chat, everyone's results are different. But like you said, good nutrition, I like to say good nutrition is good for everyone, and it's good for any disease or disorder too, People ask, well, will it help with this? Will it help with that? Will it help with this or that? Um, the nutrition goes in and your body heals itself. Your body has its own internal pharmacy and everything. So you need the right fuel for your body. And this is like premium fuel. So you're putting in the premium fuel, you're going to get premium results and your body's just going to run better. And so whether it's hormonal issues, which a lot of people have, or autoimmune disorders, things like that, we've found really great results for thousands, if not millions of people who are on Juice Plus. So you never know what your results are going to be. But the research shows that your immune system is going to be better, your systemic inflammation is going to be down, your DNA is less damaged. I mean, that's just 3 studies that were done initially. There's so many more studies that have been.
It's really cool. I love the way Gabby has the story about her mom, where a lot of times, you can hear people tell stories and be like, oh, yeah, well, that could have been anything or whatever. Well, one of the published research studies was on gum health. And it shows that the gums were healthier after using Juice Plus for a period of time. So it makes sense with the concentrated nutrition going to that spot that your mom did heal better. And that's why the fact that one of the other research studies says that it's a bioavailable. You know how when you take a multivitamin, it's like you're peeing yellow and stuff, and you wonder, like, is this working? Is it just going through me? Well, with Juice Plus, the markers show that it gets into the bloodstream and it is bioavailable to your cells. So that's pretty incredible. Even like Sharon said, we've just moved and, I'm kind of working on the house, getting it all set up all day long. And I'll be honest, I'll just grab whatever's there. It's not always the most healthy thing, but the fact that I'm taking the Juice Plus at the same time lets me know that I am getting a variety of fruits and vegetables in my body every day. And it's pretty incredible if you think about it.
I'm thankful.
Very thankful. Thanks for coming, everybody. And make sure you follow up with the person that invited you. They cared enough about you to invite you to see this, and they can help you take the next steps, whether it's getting some of the resources we talked about, whether it's getting into our healthy community. We just want to see people get healthy. We're on a mission, we need more. We need all the soldiers we can, all the boots on the ground we can to keep spreading this information. So we're going to keep having these. You can always come to the next one, and then the next one, then the next one. We do them all the time because that's the mission we're on, is to help people just like you get healthier.
And you can bring people too. All right. Well, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.